Hello everyone, in this course we will create the sad Facebook emoji. To start, let's open our project. Go to File, then click Open, or use the shortcut Ctrl+O. Look for the sad folder in your source files. Choose your version, then open the file. Let's move that artboard. Use the space keyword, then grab the artboard with your mouse and move it as you want. I think this position is fine for me. So now we need to open the swatches for our course. I've made some specific colors which are used throughout the course in one swatch, and it is found also in your source files. So to open the swatch, first make sure the swatches palette is opened here. If you can't find it, simply go to Window, look for the S letter so you can find it easily, and here my swatch with the check mark. So now go to those little three lines here at the top right, then click on them, go to the bottom and hover over Open Swatches Library, then select Other Library. Now in the source files, where are the source files? Here. Look for the Basics folder. Choose your version. Then select the FB emoji colors. Then open it. So now you have your Facebook emoji colors. What we need to do now is to create that yellow circle. And to do that, we are going to use the ellipse tool. The ellipse tool has the shortcut keyword L. So you can either click on the L letter on your keyboard or go to your toolbar and choose Ellipse tool. Click in your artboard, a pop-up window will appear. In the width, put 100 pixels, and in the height, put also 100. Then click OK. And this way you will have a circle. Make sure that the circle does not have any stroke. You see that if we double click it, if we select first the circle and double click it here in the stroke and choose the stroke, the circle gain a blue stroke. If we want to remove that stroke, we simply select the circle, go to the stroke, select it, it is selected. If you select the fill and click it on None, the fill color will disappear. if you select here the color, it will use a color. You can use a color, a gradient, or a none. So what we need to do is to make the stroke none, which means we will have no stroke on the circle. The stroke is selected, then click none. This way you have your circle for the sad Facebook emoji. See you in the next video. Now let's create the mouth of our emoji. Choose the arc tool from your toolbar. Here you can find the arc tool. Click anywhere in your artboard, and in the window that appears, put in the x-axis 16.5 and in the y-axis put also 16.5. In the slope put 52, then click OK. Now we need to add a stroke to that shape, and to do that, go to your toolbar, click on the stroke, just one click, then go to the FB emoji colors swatch, then select the black color. You can see that it took a black color. To see it more clearly, zoom in to the stroke, put your cursor on top of the shape, click and hold the Alt keyword or the Option keyword on Mac, then move your scroll wheel forward. You can see the stroke more better. Now what we need to do is to make the stroke 4 pixels and give it a round cap. So go and open your stroke palette. If you can't see the stroke palette, just go to Window, look for the letter S to make it easier for you to find it. This is the stroke. You can see that I make, or it has a check mark, so my stroke palette is opened. Now the stroke is selected and the stroke palette is opened. So what I need to do is, here in the weight, I need to put 4 pixels and click OK, or click your Enter keyword. Then in the cap, choose round cap here, and in this way you have the mouth shape. Now what we are going to do is to use the selection tool from here with shortcut V and drag that shape on top of our yellow circle. So let's first zoom out by clicking and holding the Alt, then with the mouse wheel scroll back. So let's first rotate the shape. Move your selection tool close to the shape, then you'll have that double-sided arrow from one of the sides. here, then click and move the shape like this way. You can click the shift keyword just to make sure it is turning down this way. If you click the shift keyword and move the shape, it will rotate 45 degrees only. So click the shift keyword and hold it, then rotate the shape this way, then select it, then select the shape and move it on top of our circle. Let's make sure it is positioned in the correct place. Now let's zoom out a bit, see where it is positioned in the original project. So I think it needs to go up a bit like this, or let me select it and use the arrows in my keyboard to move it. I think this place is fine. Let's move it down a bit. You can move it as you want till you are satisfied with the position of the mouth. So this is all for creating the mouth. See you in the next video. Now let's create the eyes of our emoji. We are going to use again the ellipse tool. Go to your toolbar, select the ellipse tool with the shortcut L, then click on your artboard. In the window that appears, put in the width 12.5 pixels and in the height put 13 pixels. Then click OK. So we have a small circle here. Let me zoom in a bit. Now the circle has only a stroke and has no fill. What I need to do is to put that stroke color inside the fill and have no stroke around our circle. To do that, simply we can go to the stroke and fill tool, then click on that little double-sided arrow here, and you can see that the circle is filled with the black color and has no stroke. Now after creating the eyes, let's move it to the right position. Use the selection tool with shortcut. Let me see, I forgot the shortcut. With shortcut V, and place it here. I think here is okay. Then let's create another eye from that first eye, and to do that we are going to use a trick to copy the eye. So select the eye, drag it to the left, and click the Alt or Option keyword, then release your hands, and this way you have another copy of the shape. Let me for example do that again here in the artboard. So we select the shape, click on the Alt and hold the keyword and drag it wherever I want, then release. This way I have a new shape or a copy of the shape. Let me do that again and again and again and again. See that I can create as much as I want of the eye shape. Let me select them and hit delete to delete the shapes. Select and hit delete. So this way I've created the eyes of the emoji. I want to make sure that the eyes are in the right position, so let me zoom out and look to the original shape. I think I need to move them down a bit. I think this way is okay. Move this one also. I'm using the down arrow key in my keyboard to move the shape. I think this position is okay. So that's all for creating the eyes. See you in the next video. Now let's create the eyebrow of our emoji. We are going to use the mouth shape to create the eyebrows of that emoji. First, we need to create a copy of the mouth. Select the shape, then click and hold the Alt keyword or the Option keyword in Mac and move the shape on top of the eye, or it's better to move it on in the artboard. Here we've created the shape. We need to select it first, then go to your toolbar and select the eraser tool, or use the shortcut Shift+E and erase a little part from the mouth shape. I think that's looks fine, so let's use the selection tool. It's a little bit smaller, so I need to go back to the previous action, and to do that click the Control keyword plus the Z keyword this way, so you can go back in the last action you've done. So select the shape, choose the eraser tool, then erase a little parts like this. Let me see. It's still small, so I think this is fine. This will work as the eyebrows. So now use the selection tool to select and drag go back in action with the Ctrl and Z keyword, because I've made another mistake here. So select it. Let me zoom in. It's better to zoom in here so I can see the shape. I think this is so cool. This is lots better. So select the eyebrow, move it like this, then rotate it this way. Let me see the original project. Let me move it down a bit with the down keyword. Move it like this. I think this is this way it looks. To move it down a bit this way. Also need to erase like small parts. Let me use the erase tool again to select the shape. Use the erase tool. Let me zoom in, then erase small parts like this. Then let's rotate the shape a bit. I think that looks fine. It's good. So now what we need to do is to create a reflection of the eyebrow, and to do that, select the eyebrow and use the reflection tool. Select the reflection tool, then with that a plus sign, go and put it in the middle of that yellow face, exactly on the top anchor point here. So to make sure that the cursor is in the middle of the face, click and hold the Alt keyword, then a click in the middle of the face like this. You'll have a window here. Click copy and you'll have your other eyebrow. So this is all for creating the eyebrow. See you in the next video. Now let's create the tier for our emoji. Go and select the ellipse tool or use the shortcut L. Then click on your artboard. In the window put 15 pixels in both the width and height. Then click OK. Make sure that the circle has the blue color. Use the selection tool to select the circle. Select the fill from here and give it the blue color. If it had like a black color, just select the blue color. Also, if your circle contained a stroke, let me give it a stroke to explain. It had a stroke like that. Just select the circle, go to the stroke, one click, then click on none, and here we have the circle. Now we need to select the top anchor point using the direct selection tool. Then go to our option bar and select convert select anchor point to corner, or let me first like move the anchor point, move it up a bit. So select it, then use the up arrow. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11. Like click on the top arrow like 11 times to have that shape. Now go to the option bar and select that option where you will have the tear shape. So now we need to move the tear. We zoom out, move the canvas or the artboard and place the tear here. And in this way we've made the last element for our sad Facebook emoji. So see you in the next section.